The Adventures of Fat Bear and Friends. Book 1. Fat Bear Finds a Daddy. It's a rather boring day in early September. The sun is shining through the leaves on a quiet street, making shadow patterns dance on the pavement. You can almost hear the old houses on either side of the street snoring as they sleep, waiting for the students' return to school to wake them up. It seems that not a thing is going on. But wait, what is that noise I hear? There it is again. Very faint, but definitely a cry, coming from the red brick house across the street. It does not sound like a child who has scraped their knee or a cat who has burnt its tail. Should we walk on, or shall we find out? Yes, let's go and investigate. It is a tumble-down house with a rickety fence surrounding it. Now, we don't own this house or even know who lives there, but because this is a story, we can go in. Up the broken flagstone path, through weeds and dandelions to an old brown front door. It is clear that nobody is home. Downstairs, the rooms are filled with dust and garbage left by students in their rush to go home when school ended last May. But these are university students, so there were no adults to tell them to tidy up or to put their things away. Standing in the hallway, the cry is coming from upstairs. Opening the door to the bedroom at the top of the stairs, we find nothing except for lots of dust balls and a closet door. The muffled, snuffly, sobbing sound is coming from inside. Peeking around the door, there is a very large teddy bear sitting on top of a pile of old magazines at the back of the closet. The teddy bear is crying. I feel really sad. I was left behind. I'm so lonely. There's no one to talk to. Now, you may not know that teddy bears can cry. They don't have tears like children, but they do have hearts, and this teddy bear is very sad indeed. He is a rather funny-looking bear. He has a big, round, fat, orange tummy with a button for a belly button, an orange muzzle, short, stubby, chocolate-brown legs, and arms that stick straight out on either side, a black pom-pom nose, black and white eyes, and a large red mouth. But his little heart is broken because he has been abandoned. He was left behind when school ended and everyone went home. An emotional sharing exercise for Book 1. To encourage dialogue with your child, ask, have you ever cried inside but not shown it? Do you ever hide that you're sad? Are you afraid of the dark? When have you been afraid of the dark? How do you comfort friends who are sad? Do you think Fat Bear is a good bear? What do you think is most important in a person? Do you have patience like Fat Bear, or do you want things now? Do you think Fat Bear's name is a good one? What would you call him? The end.